It's time for Coffee with Catalyst. Here's your host, Rich Ezzo.
Hi everyone, welcome to Coffee with Catalyst. We are doing another year-end series, and this is on organic search. We have the Director of Organic Search Operations, Ben Spiegel, with us. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you for having me today.
Oh, pleasure. So, big year in search yet again. What would you say was the biggest changes or updates or anything you saw in 2013?
I think the biggest and most exciting thing we have happening is that the brands are starting to get more engaged in organic search. Traditionally, it's been always focused on traditional media, print, banner, display, but they started really late last year. They really started to focusing on owned and earned, and instead of us calling them, they're reaching out to us and saying, how can we become more efficient? How can we reach consumers better through our owned and earned media? So that's been really exciting that the brand's starting to put a lot of budget and thought into organic.
Yeah, that's terrific. What else? What other things did you see in terms of trends or changes?
For me, it's been an interesting year, or generally for the industry, and the changes Google has been doing in terms of moving away from query key phrase centric and moving more to intent based. So there have been a ton of updates from secure search all the way to Hummingbird, all the different animal updates. It's been really exciting, but I think it weeded out a lot of the low quality agencies and providers out there and really made more room and more exposure to the strategic agencies.
So you think they were benefits, good changes?
Yeah, they were really good.
Good. If you look into the future, 2014 and beyond, what types of things and trends would you predict that we might be headed towards?
I think, and this started a while ago, but a more deeper integration between the channels. Right now, it used to be organic search is one practice, paid is another one, social media is another one, and we started seeing really a good merger of all of them. And in order to reach a consumer online, it's going to be much more integrated. That means it can't be any more only paid or organic or social. They all need to work together in an effective way. And the other thing I see coming is really technology innovations. I mean, we all talk about iPads and iPhones, but so much more with the iWatch and different ways to search. I mean, I've seen no refrigerators you can search from.
Right.
So the way we interact with search specifically and the internet is evolving so dramatically. It's going to be much more on getting the information fast and faster transactions, one-click purchases, all of these micro innovations really driving change.
It was kind of the year of big data too. It felt like if you're a marketer and all this is coming at you, how do you kind of manage all of this?
I mean, for us as an agency, it's beautiful because brands looking more and more for guidance on how do I understand this data, how do I collect it, and everybody says big data, which is such a broad term, but there are so many phases of it. It goes to segmentation, cleaning the data, understanding what is useful data to tell a story and what is really meaningless data. And especially with our brands, we're working a lot with their in-house kind of data analysts to figure out what data do they need. So I do think that we're going to be more predictive, we're going to understand consumer behavior better, and we're going to be able to communicate in much more efficient ways than before.
Great. So, has your daughter asked for Google Glass for Christmas yet?
No.
There won't be any.
No, there won't be any. We do have seen, which I think is amazing, her entire school had got iPads now.
Oh, really?
So no more school books, they do everything on the iPad. They locked it down so they can't access certain apps or other things, and it did not help her break that. But generally, I see more and more being consumed on the tablet. It's the first year where she's not asking for a computer, which I find amazing. It used to be always stereo system, computer, gaming console. Now it's just really her mobile device, bigger data plan is what she asks for. So it really has shifted over the last year.
And how do marketers follow that trend? What things should they be doing to set up knowing this is happening?
I think it goes back to what you mentioned earlier, data, which means understanding who are my different audiences and how do I communicate with them. So if I look at how do marketers communicate with my mother versus my daughter, it's two totally different ways. Either if it's through search and how they search, where you have somebody whose experience is search more specific, or you have my mother who types in a 12-word sentence to get an answer. So I think marketers need to understand better how do the consumers behave online and then create a strategy to connect with them.
Okay, terrific. Hey, thanks, Ben. Really appreciate it. A lot of great
Love
insights
being here.
today. I'm sure we'll have you back again, probably in the beginning of the year, to talk about 2014 again. But you know what time it is now?
What time?
It's time for
Coffee with Catalyst Comedy Corner.
All right, Ben, I've been waiting for this all day. I know what a jokester you are. Could you tell us what your favorite joke is?
Oh, us Germans, we're so funny. We're such a funny
You
people.
are.
I don't think it's really funny. It's more kind of what we say in Germany.
Okay.
But do you know what Germans build so many high quality products?
No, why?
So you don't have to be run around, be nice, and fix them.
Hey, Ben, thanks very much. Really, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. I
And,
love the coffee.
Oh, that's awesome. We look forward to having you back again.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, everyone.
Thank
See
you.
next time.
Join us next time for another edition of Coffee with Catalyst, right here at catalystsearchmarketing.com.